Have you watched the Muppet special that they released last week?
No, the one you were watching last night?
Yeah. It's fun. I think they're going to continue doing more. I don't think it's going to be like a, weekly Muppets type thing, but I think, every month or so type thing. That's what it feels like. Because it's only a half hour, like 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's presented like the old Muppets show from the 90s.
That's what I was confused about. I couldn't tell if it was like a new thing or an old thing.
It's like it feels like a revival. And Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are producers on it. It just feels like Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are like, let's bring our childhoods back.
Muppets? We like Muppets.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a Muppet? I mean, also, I'm excited for it to that be a thing because I think a younger generation would really like Muppets as well.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's why it's a thing or not a thing.
Because like
kids just don't care about them like we do.
Well, we had the Muppets in our zeitgeist in our childhood because there was still like new Muppet stuff coming out, like the movies and whatnot. And then every time there has been something to try to redo it, it always just kind of feels like a nostalgia grab sometime-ish. Like the Jason Segel one's fine.
I've never seen that one.
But it definitely
Jason Segel, right. I was thinking Seth Rogen was just involved in all of them. In my brain, I put Seth Rogen in the Jason Segel one.
Just his, like you just replaced?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jason Segel one's fine, but it just didn't, I mean, it didn't feel like it was designed to bring in a new younger audience. It felt like it was designed for people our age.
You want to hear something really funny? Or I thought it was funny. So after you went to bed and I told you I watched Muppets from Space.
Yeah.
And I forgot that Gonzo likes pain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, he gets a kick out of getting hurt. And then I, in my brain, replaced Gonzo with Jack Quaid in Novocaine, and it became a really funny movie.
You put Gonzo in Novocaine?
Yeah, as Jack Quaid's character.
Yeah, okay.
Just, like, as they're beating him up, like, just...
Woo! Yes! All right, let's do this.
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is
Tommy and Jacob's mixtape.
I thought Thursday. Everybody hurts.
Oh, there we go. That's a good one.
That one. Well,
Hey,
that was like the song of the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, how are y'all doing out there? Welcome back to another week
of TJ's Mixtape. I'm Tommy. That's Jacob over there. We're a movie review podcast. We talk about movies, who made them, who's in them, some reviews, and then we give our own little review with a rating at the end. The rating is arbitrary, but puts a nice bullet point to it all. But before we do all that, we play a game. We play Connect the Stars. We pick 2 randomly generated people from Connect the Stars website, and we connect them via co-stars and other films they were in.
Do we pick them, or does the internet zeitgeist pick them?
No, because we decide. We
veto. Agree.
Yeah, we veto.
We agree what's been picked for us.
Yeah. Anyways, so if you listen, so at the end of this episode, we'll randomly generate 2 more people. But last week was Tilda Swinton to Laura Dern.
This is pretty quick for me.
Yeah, I'm not very proud of mine, but
not proud. Why? Dude, did you not want to use Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
I mean, neither did I, but it's just like,
I don't know really anything else Laura Dern's in.
Exactly. Yeah, other than
Honestly.
like some TV show stuff. Like, I know she's in the Ozarks, or just Ozarks. But then whenever she's in Love Actually, it's like she's one of those actresses. What? She's one with the brother in the hospital.
No.
You're right. That's not
her.
That's not her.
I was like, no, she's not.
No, who is that?
I don't remember her name.
She's a redhead though. She's actually like a light
Yeah, like strawberry blonde.
I get her and Laura Dern confused actually. And actually, that actress from Love Actually is the wife in Ozarks.
Laura Linney.
Yeah. Laura Dern. Laura Linney. Looking Laura-likey.
Laura Likey. Laura Likey.
Anyway, all right. I'll do mine. So we got Tilda Swinton is in Moonrise Kingdom with Bill Murray, who's in Life Aquatic, with Steve Zissou, with Jeff Goldblum, who's in Jurassic Park with Laura Dern.
Yeah, I did. What did I do? I did Tilda Swinton is in Constantine with Peter Stormare, who is in Lost World with Jeff Goldblum, who's in Jurassic Park with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So See, I used 2 Jurassic Parks, which I didn't like, but
I see what you mean. Yeah.
I honestly just
I-
I also just become fixated on a title, like so Tilda Swinton and Constantine. I was like, I need to make that work. I don't know. I just had this hyper fixation thing.
I mean, I do the same thing a little bit, and then like once I struggle, I'm like, I don't need to use this movie.
Yeah,
I can use, or it's another actor that I'm like, focusing on. You know,
are they ever gonna make that new Constantine movie?
I don't know.
Peter Stommer as the devil was really
He was good.
amazing as Lucifer, and Al Pacino.
I just thought of some weird shit. Anywho, we did a movie.
Yeah.
It was a fun movie.
We did 2025's Novocaine.
It's kind of like spin-off, continuing off of like the
Love Hurts fighting thing.
One Man Army. It was a tag that I saw for this, and I always forget that's kind of a name for movies like this.
Yeah. A banker that cannot feel pain gets wrapped up in saving a bank heist hostage.
Yep. It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
But fun in its own right as well.
If you like Crank.
That's a good way, yeah.
Like, this is very Crank-esque. And even a lot of the reviews.
Very
like,
cranky.
Cranky, yeah.
Were they like liking it to that?
Crank, yeah. The kind of Looney Tune, like, over-the-topness.
It's like Crank has a little bit more of like a weird action seriousness, quote unquote, to it, even though it's ridiculous and leaning into the ridiculous of it. But there's like it's Jason Statham.
It feels dirty.
Yeah, that's
Crank
good.
feels grungy and kind of unclean.
And this feels fun.
And like, oh, look, they're in love.
Oh, and look, there's a lot of blood.
Yeah, there's something. This has a weirdly more innocence to it than Crank.
Yeah,
but
I think that's our lead character is really
the
driving force
that's
for
true
that.
because Jason Statham's character is just a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're like, of course this is happening to you. You suck.
Yeah. While Jack Quaid in this is a very
underdog,
very
hero.
simple man.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if simple is the right word. I forgot to write down his thing. But anyway, so it came out, last year. It had it had an early access release March 8th of last year. And then finally its full release by March 14th. Did you get coffee all over
Just
you?
spilling coffee all over myself.
There you go. Number 79 box office domestic. Number 93 worldwide, which I didn't know if this would make it into a good worldwide market. But
Well, I was like, what made me think about doing Novocaine too is when we were looking at Love Hurts, and I was like, these movies feel so similar to me. So I just looked it up, and I was like, oh, this movie did actually significantly better.
Significantly better.
And I was just kind of comparing, kind of curious. And I was like, oh, then we should watch Novocaine, I mean, in 2 frames of mind, I did like this better than Love Hurts. And I did just overall enjoy this movie, actually. It's a really fun romp.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that was Jack Nicholson's kid. Just realized that.
Same when I was doing notes.
Yeah.
And we've had this conversation about him being Jack Nicholson's kid.
And he looks. It's weird. He looks.
Once you like
see it,
you're like, whoa.
There he is.
Yeah. You're like, oh damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into just writers and directors and whatnot. So the directors seem to be people that are going to be on the rise. Let's see what's up with the writer. But directing duo Dan Berk and Robert Olsen, who met at NYU together. They've done 2 movies that I really enjoyed that were like pre-pandemic and the kind of pandemic-y during release. Villains with Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, the break into the house one.
Yeah, and it's like it's like the Bonnie and Clyde esque villains break into the house with a married couple that are a lot worse than them, actually.
Yeah, who's the husband patriarch character in that?
I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's the lead actor in Burn Notice.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Jeff something or yeah. And I want to say it's Kira Sedgwick.
And Significant Other.
And both of these star Micah Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Significant Other is the one with Micah Monroe and the boyfriend going into the woods for like a camping trip,
and then it gets all like
extraterrestrial,
yeah,
like
it gets
alien-y.
alien-y. Yeah. I remember that was a weird watch because that was one of those I just went into it not really knowing anything.
Same.
And
I was like, what the hell did I just watch? I didn't really like that one. I liked Villains a lot more.
And they also did Steak Lander.
There other stuff I didn't really.
Well, there's
nothing really like.
I didn't know
stuck
it was I didn't know it was a sequel. There's a movie called Steak Land, and it is a vampire zombie apocalypse thing.
Yeah.
I remember Steak Land being kind of fun, enjoyable. 30 Days a Night, violent,
yeah,
kind of stupid, but like enjoyable. I just didn't. I don't think it needed a sequel.
Probably not.
And a terrible name. I'm sorry. The Steak Lander. What the fuck? Sounds like
there can only be one.
Sounds like a B-list boys superhero.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
it's gonna be the one that kills Homelander.
I'm the Steak Lander. I land the steak
and on Homelander. That's their big final.
But I mean, honestly, it's probably Dan Berk and Robert Olsen just getting offered a directing job type thing, you know, and they're building up their filmography. Because especially like this writer of this, Lars Jacobson, this was the only like thing that's kind of prominent next to a podcast that he wrote and created called Wheel Woman. And it's like a documentary about the woman who was like the face for like Kodak Films, but was also like a getaway driver for the mafia. Really interesting story.
Interesting.
But like Lars Jacobson. So, I mean, all in all, with the, I don't want to say huge success, but the mild success this movie had, we'll probably see some more stuff maybe coming from both parties of this. Well, Dan and Robert, and then Lars separately, you know. But this movie is clearly kind of like last week. Our lead actor it's kind of a vehicle for their leading role, leading man type style. So we have our lead role, Jack Quaid, playing Nate, who he's in The Boys. If you guys don't know that, haven't seen that, don't know who he is. He is the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan. He's also in one of the newer Screamer movies. He was in Hunger Games, which I vaguely remember. Like, I remember his face.
He's a baby.
I remember his face in it, and that's about it. Because he's like one of the side characters that like teams with.
Yeah, I think the Psycho kills him.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Psycho breaks his neck or something.
Yeah.
And then up next we had Amber Midthunder, who plays Sherry, who I really recognize from Prey.
She's also in Opus.
What's Opus?
That was the one with Ayo Edebiri that we watched about the guy, the musician, having his grand opus, and he invited like everyone to this weird retreat.
Right.
And Amber Midthunder played the woman that was hired to follow Ayo's character around.
Right. I forgot about Opus. Nothing.
I'm trying to remember
I'm trying to remember Opus.
I'm trying to remember who the like singer was, because they were weird and good. Like, I remember all of I remember the premise of it very well, but I don't remember all of the actors in it very well.
She has a very long-standing in Legion. I fell off that show so hard.
So did I. Yeah, I saw that she was in Legion as well.
Yeah.
But then we have our main villain, more or less. Ray Nicholson plays Simon, who this is the son of Jack Nicholson. We saw him in Smile 2.
Yeah, but that was also, I remember us talking about that because it felt like the way that movie was promoted, he was going to be more like in it.
Yeah.
And he's not really.
But then I saw on his list a movie called Borderline, and the screenshots that I saw from that look like they're taken out of some weird homage to The Shining.
I see it right now.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
But like, I have no idea what Borderline
is. Oh, yeah,
sounds...
he's in Licorice Pizza. I forgot about that too.
I don't remember him in Licorice Pizza.
Borderline, the bodyguard protects a pop superstar and her athlete boyfriend, determined stalker in 90s. That kind of sounds.
It sounds like an interesting premise.
Comedy horror, yeah.
But the screenshots from it seem like, what is the? I have no idea. You know.
Is he the bodyguard or is he the stalker?
I don't know.
I know. I'm guess.
I would guess he's the stalker.
Yeah, cool. Because I don't think Eric Dane's going to be the stalker.
Yeah.
Samara Weaving. I would watch it for that.
Yeah.
She's funny in that genre.
Yeah, exactly. Then we got Jacob Batalon, who plays Roscoe, Nate's online friend that has lied about his appearance.
He reminds me of that character from what's that movie called?
Ready Player One?
Yeah. The big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That
was played by what's her name? Leslie.
Yeah. Leslie.
Neal? No. Leslie.
Anyways.
Silence. Jacob Batalon, Roscoe. He's in Spider-Man. I forget the character's name in Spider-Man. Drawing a blank. He's gonna be the Hobgoblin.
Ned.
Thank you.
Ned.
Well, I mean, he's rumored to be the Hobgoblin. I'm sorry. Let me say. And then just quick shout outs, I guess, to our two cops in this. Betty Gabriel, who plays Mindy, and Matt Walsh, who plays Coltrane. Matt Walsh, you probably recognize from just all the little weird bits he's done around
Forever.
Ever. I think there's one he did in Community, but we're not going to talk about that. Yeah.
That's
So,
everybody.
I mean, there is two other side, like bad guys in it, but I didn't really notice anything else that they had been in. I think it's kind of like our main group we really need to know. So you ready for reviews?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kind of a inverse on IMDb to Rotten Tomatoes, which I thought was interesting. Because we got a 6.5 on IMDb and then an 81% tomato meter, which I was very surprised by that. 81% for critics.
No, yeah, the critics liked it.
And 84% popcorn, so audience. And then I get that. But
Yeah.
I was actually very surprised by the 81% from critics. Because I feel like, when we'll get into that it's fine, it's fun, but it's there's nothing real. All I feel like everything is just very much worn on its sleeve.
Well, it's like on Metacritic it has a 58, which comes to mixer average.
Wow,
with
okay.
19 positive, 17 mixed, and 2 negative.
Wow, interesting.
10 of those positives are in the 80s.
Okay.
Which I just thought was it was kind of consistently everyone was like,
Okay.
But with an 80, where did I put you? It was down here. With an 80 by Bill G. Ipri. A New York Magazine. Directors Dan Berk and Robert Olsen take this dumb, clever, fake movie science idea and run with it as hard and as fast as they can in one straight direction, using Nate's condition as an excuse for pure, unchecked mayhem.
Say the last bit again, sorry.
Using Nate's condition, using Nate's condition as an excuse for pure, unchecked mayhem.
Okay, yeah, that's very true. I mean, it does kind of weirdly have this like sense of someone read about this condition and was like, oh, I wonder what kind of movie I can make with that.
Yeah, they saw it in like Grey's Anatomy or House or something.
Yeah.
And they went, oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you looking up the condition?
Yeah, I got it right here. So the condition that Nate suffers from is congenital insensitivity to pain with anhidrosis. It's a disorder of the nervous system which prevents the feeling of pain or temperature and prevents a person from sweating. Which that might have been too much to get into for the movie. Also, trying to prevent an actor from sweating is really hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super, super rare, and most people do pass away
Pretty young
from it because they just don't like all of the damage that happens to their body and like their joints and whatnot, because they can't feel any of it. It kind of just like they just deteriorate really, really quick.
Yeah.
And it's like it will re-injure on injury on injury. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. So it is interesting. Like, well, what if there was a man who was 30 years old? What would his life look like surviving this, living through this? And then what can we put into his life that would make it throw it off, for our character arc type stuff,
Well, and I think that's actually kind of funny too, because it's like, oh, let's put him, like in the world that is Nate's, being a banker is pretty safe.
One of the safest jobs you can have.
Yeah, until
someone
comes to rob it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's continue. With reviews,
mixed with a 55 by Jesse Hassinger at Paste Magazine. Novocaine starts with a premise that is crank-like in its absurdity, deepens it with feeling, and then rams full speed ahead through a litany of stupidities.
Yeah, okay.
And then at the bottom with a 37 at the Washington Post by Jen Yamato. Even with a gimmick engineered to orchestrate endless bursts of Looney Tunes-style hyper-violence, Novocaine lives up to its name. All right. A tedious action comedy so numbingly bland you'll feel the pain of its 110-minute runtime even as its protagonist can't feel a thing.
Yeah, it is 110 minutes, yeah.
It's kind of long, but I didn't feel like it felt long.
Yeah, there were some moments I felt like it
Kinda
dragged.
beat.
Anything more? Yeah, so going back on like it, this script really just, it is a very generic script.
Yes.
So like the fun thing is the vehicle of just like, well, what would happen if a man couldn't feel anything? Like, and he's a modern day superhero. I mean, what did I fully write here? So as ridiculous of a premise this movie has, the questions with him and his condition, the movies as ridiculous of the premise and the questions of him with this condition have, the movie sets up every ridiculous moment with extreme precision. Mm-hmm. So it's like there's a ridiculousness of like, well, one, how has this 30-year-old man lived through his entire life? They do a good job setting that up. Like his entire apartment's like baby proofed in so many different ways. He is afraid to chew anything because he might bite his tongue off. And so he blends everything up, which I got really upset about, just the weirdness of him not wanting to eat the pie. It's like, it's a soft. Do you not know what soft foods are? You know what soft foods are. You know you can put a piece of pie in your mouth and just squish it around and taste it and swallow it. Like it, yeah. Like, but you know, it's one of those things you gotta like eat the carrot. You know, this character. That's just who this character is.
Yes.
And then and you see very subtle things set up for his character on just like how safe of a life he's set up. Like statistically, like he's read everything he can to figure out how to keep himself alive and safe because of his condition. He plays online games with people, which gives him a little bit of a social ineptitude. But that's the safest way he can have a friend.
Yes.
You know, and the safest thing, is to not go out and date, not drink, you know, but he falls in love with, I mean, I don't blame him. Amber Midthunder's a fucking looker.
Well, and it's also like, I don't know, they set it up well enough for him so quickly falling in love made sense.
Well, and they do allude that he's been,
smitten with her for a while.
Yeah.
But it's also like, it's so fast, but it's like this guy has been so sheltered that he's feeling all these feelings very immensely, very quickly.
She's worked, and we do get the setup that she's only worked there for a few months, and she comes up from behind him and startles him like they have a bantering, a fun relationship already.
Yeah, like a work flirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And looks like she's ready to seal the deal with that as well.
And Jack Quaid's pretty cute.
Amber Midthunder's really cute. It's a cute couple right there. I didn't like his tattoos.
I thought that was weird, mainly because of the whole like doing it himself thing.
Yeah, because wouldn't he not know when? I mean, I guess that's the sense of control. If he can do it without causing any like damage, then like there's a sense of control he has over it.
Yeah, but they were just I don't know. Maybe if you're a tattoo artist listening out there, you can explain this to me. Can you do that intricate of tattoo work on yourself? Isn't that what he was saying?
A lot of practice, very slowly.
But even just angle, you know what I mean? Just like
you got a mirror.
Okay, well you're back. How you gonna?
Oh, he figured it out.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, they were cool looking.
He can't feel any pain when he's doing it, so that's the thing that would hold a person back from doing tattoos on themselves.
Or you just can't get the angle.
Yeah, he's a flexible dude.
Maybe. I just was like, that's an interesting touch.
What?
No, I don't know. There's just like these little pieces of so much different media in my brain that I'm connecting that I don't think we're don't think we're on purpose. But I don't know, the tattoo thing, very memento-y.
Yeah.
Made me think of that.
Sure.
But
okay, the tattoo though is that symbolism of, because it's a brick wall. It's the wall that he's built for himself,
Yeah.
And we learned from Amber Midthunder that she was an orphan and she had a rough childhood. She was a cutter. And people that, have that compulsion, that is a sense of trying to feel something as well. And a sense of taking control back of their life as well. So it's this interesting, they find this common trauma bond in a way, but more of it opening up of like, you're not alone.
Bonding over trauma, not trauma bonding.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it. Yeah. Because it's definitely like he's felt alone his entire life because of this. And she's definitely felt a sense of, aloneness as well. And seeing him like this vulnerable is very opening up for her. I mean, sure, she wouldn't feel comfortable taking off her blouse in that sense without knowing his thing and whatnot,
Yeah.
And that moment was very sweet and I really liked that moment.
Well, it's like that what was missing in Love Hurts.
Yes.
That they didn't feel like they didn't feel like they belonged together.
Yeah.
And these two, they did. And even though it is this rushed romantic for a movie thing, it worked.
Well, and then I don't want to say rushed.
Well, I mean rushed in the sense of
what we are seeing, but what has been established through script and context clues. I don't feel like it's rushed.
Well, I respectfully just disagree from the pacing of the movie because of we have an idea that they have this little flirty thing. But again, I'm giving it out because of the fact of what his life has been up to this point. It makes sense for him to fall so hard for so quickly, So I'm like, okay, it works. Because a lot of the time they do that and it drives me fucking nuts because you're like, why? Who?
It's not like it was like her walking into the bank was their first meet.
Yeah, their meet cute.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't.
No.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. I just think that they used. I don't know. It might also be interesting to talk to someone that maybe had more experience with someone with the condition, or they themselves had this condition, how they handled it,
like.
As far as
dating?
as far as a disability representation goes.
Oh,
is this
yeah.
insensitive?
Maybe. We should have just done that research before we started talking about it. But.
Well, but it's like it's such a. I don't know. I know it's almost because of the way, that's what I mean. The way it's presented, it almost does present it like a superpower. So I kind of kept forgetting that it's actually a real thing.
I mean, from someone who suffers from a rare neurodivergency, there is a lot of times in media that I see Tourette syndrome being very, very poorly represented.
South Park. That was my first
Yeah,
time.
very much so. Yeah. But I mean, I'm also like, well, I mean, because what most people associate it with is just like the person that curses all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's the extreme one. That's going to be the one that is going to be more visible for everyone to see. The minor, smaller version, which is more common for everyone, is not as represented, I mean,
I did like the psoriasis flare-up line. That was pretty funny. I'm having a really bad flare-up today.
So you're like, Jesus.
There are some... Okay. So, disclaimer warning. This movie, I really liked it. This movie is incredibly violent.
Very gory.
It made my skin crawl for a couple different ones. Because it's really fucking violent.
It's like, whoa!
Yeah.
Oh!
Like, God damn.
Man, they don't shy away from showing it as well.
No, that's the thing. It's not like, quick, turn the camera away for a second. No.
Yeah.
No.
It's not like Reservoir Dogs, pan away, and then he comes back with the ear.
With the ear, yeah.
No, it's like you're watching the eyeball come out.
And it's fun, too, because it's, like, predictable, but in a fun way. Like, they do these injuries, and kind of what the next step's going to be.
It does a great, every step leads to the next thing in a really good way. The only thing that I was kind of like, well, what happened to all the glass in his hands?
It's all on that guy's face.
All of it? I don't know. You got it all around,
But that's the Looney Tune thing about it.
Yeah.
And that's what made it really, really fun. And Jack Quaid just has a really good, physical presence for this kind of humor. I want to use the term loosely.
I mean, he does it great in The Boys, too.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically just Huey.
He's kind of another Huey.
He's just kind of a Huey. But the compound V made it so he can't feel pain.
Yeah. Did he ever? You never? Yeah, he did take the compound V once.
He turns invisible.
That's right. So I mean, all right, we've talked about like a lot of the setup for it. The big story, the big like actual like thing of this movie is Nate going after Sherry to protect her because during the bank heist they take her hostage, and so that's when like the craziness of this movie kicks in. Is he takes it upon himself to try to save her, which is obviously a complete bonkers character choice for this character that we have
come to know,
been introduced to. But that's also, the fun part of the movie itself is seeing someone who would never do this step into it and just kind of struggle bust through the entire thing.
Yeah, fumble the entire thing.
Yeah. And the big reveal, spoilers for anyone as well, right, if you haven't picked that up yet. Because this is kind of like the big twist.
I honestly, like, once you pointed out the fact that Simon didn't react to her seeing his face, that makes sense. But I think I was just so distracted with the mayhem going on.
Oh, and
And the way that they delivered that line, that was great. I was like, that's a good reveal. Like, the way that they had her say his name with such familiarity that then your brain goes, oh shit, she knows this guy.
Yep.
Because even the way he's talking to her, it still keeps that illusion that she's the hostage. But then once, like, because I rewatched that because you then put it on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just with that line, there is that familiarity to it, but you don't realize it until she says Simon.
Exactly.
And you go, oh shit. Like, okay.
That was
a cool reveal.
Because I'm always one of those people, it's like, I'll forget what I guessed, and then I'll still have that same, like, oh shit reaction.
Yeah.
So what happens is in the bank manager is kind of refusing to give up the safe combination. Simon, who we're learning is a fucking psychopath.
Which also, I gotta say, a great villain arc too, because he starts off like a bad guy.
He's unhinged a little bit, they're dropping
but as things start, as basically he gets put more and more into the corner, the more he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna take you all
Tasmanian
with me.
devil.
Yeah, I'm gonna take everyone with me. And it was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Like,
he kills the bank manager right in front of Sherry. And then it's because his face was unmasked in the Santa Claus outfit that they're in. Like when someone's like, yo, Simon, whatever code name they had for Santa Claus for him. And he's like, oh, you know what? Since you've seen my face, I got to kill you now. And he blows a hole in the guy's head. And I saw that and I was like, either she's in with it on him or he didn't notice that she saw his face. This is going to be an important thing later on. And then we get to them in the place, and he's like, oh, you're giving me the silent treat, or you're done with the silent treatment now? And then when she said Simon, I was like, whoa,
yeah,
she isn't on it. Oh, I thought about that. Oh.
Nicholson really, God, he is such his father's son, such his kid person. He's so much like his dad.
There you go.
It's just kind of.
I was gonna. I'm gonna let you try to figure it out.
Like his smile and everything, and he just does that fucking thing,
The craziness.
Yeah, he just does that so well. I really didn't recognize him. I don't know what his deal was. Maybe it was the hair, the short hair.
Maybe I don't know. He doesn't. Well, I mean, in Smile too, we just saw him smiling the entire time, and he looks like his father when he's smiling.
He does that. That's very The Shining kind of vibe to that,
So yeah, we have. I mean, that's kind of like the big like journey of it all. Then is Nate trying to go save Sherry without the knowledge that Sherry's actually been in on the bank heist, and her character arc is kind of realizing that this isn't the life that she wants to be in more because of Nate, probably,
Well, yeah, and I like the acknowledgement that if the hero didn't get involved, everything would have gone a lot smoother. Mm-hmm. That's also part of the kind of chaos mayhem that's going on.
Well, and also with the cops, there's an audit. There's constant like a delay of the cops showing. They're like, oh, well, we're not going to have backup for 8 minutes. Oh, we're not going to be able to get this till this time.
Yeah.
We have our 2 lead cops kind of chasing it down, but they don't have anyone except for maybe an EMT apparently coming in with them like at all. So like that's what gives Nate the drive, and he's like, pushing forward because like we don't have time. He keeps saying like most people, and he has all of this knowledge of all of this like horrible shit. So he's like, most hostages die within the first 3 hours of being held hostage, and so he's like, I got a timer to go save Sherry. And lo and behold, he didn't need to save her. Well, he was saving her all along in another way.
I mean, I really do like that. They acknowledged also the ramifications of everything, like the fact that he got probation and
house arrest
and stuff. And then she's like, yeah, and well, I mean, you are a white guy that works at a bank, so the judge went easy on you. I was like, yeah, that's fair. But it's also because there's so many of these kind of
character witnesses for him as well.
Yeah, but there's always these kinds of movies where they just don't
address it at all.
And you're like, well, or they do, like in the Unicorn movie.
And they over address it?
Yeah, you're like, well, they're still fucked. Now there's 2 dead cops on their hands.
Well, it's like not only is it addressed like as he's waking up from his like month and a half long coma or whatever the fuck it was.
Chemically induced coma, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't catch that. It was chemically induced.
It was chemically induced.
Okay.
Yeah, with all that shit, they were probably like, go sleep. We'll wake you up when it starts.
Well, he's not feeling anything, so I mean, it's better to put him to sleep then, so he doesn't, because since he can't feel anything, he's going to try to move. So they got to make sure he's somewhere healed to where he can move.
Body cast and everything.
Yeah. Actually, that puts a little new meaning on the body cast for him now that I think about it.
What?
Because, to prevent him from moving as well.
Yeah.
He probably didn't really need a full body cast like that.
He probably did.
Yeah, but also...
Hey, I'm sorry. That's one thing. I get it's the Looney Tune thing, but I feel like the dude would have been dead like 6 times over.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I'm like, you can't... I'm like, pain or not, like...
The human body can only handle so much.
So much. And it can handle a lot, but...
Well, what about... He was just loading up with fucking adrenaline all the time, too.
Yeah, but still, that's going to make your heart beat faster, which is just going to make you bleed faster.
Yeah.
And he had open wounds. The hand, fine. Like, yeah, you can... That's going to be an infection later that will take you out. But the spike ball in the back, the arrow through the leg, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
There's certain things I was just like, I feel like you're hitting main arteries.
Him doing the bullet surgery on his arm, and Leo, is it Leo? Was that his name?
I think so, yeah.
It's just like watching it, like he's like taking the Dringo with like everything that the person who's generally receiving the surgery
it would be doing is
reflected onto Leo. It's really I mean, there's a lot of good moments like that in this movie.
Yeah. That's even the thing. That's like the crank Ian of it, because even Crank is not by any means a great movie, but it's a set by set thing. And even all the way to the end of Crank, when he's like, I'm gonna kill this dude, I'm gonna throw myself out of the helicopter, I don't give a shit, I just want to kill him, throws himself out of the helicopter, boom 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 boom, lands, hits the car, lands on the pavement, and the last thing you see of that shot is him blink, and you're like, he's still alive? Like, what? And then they made Crank 2.
Yeah.
High voltage. Yeah. And that's really what it feels like. There's just these little and that too, like we were saying, that prediction, he sees the broken glass, and then as the audience member, oh shit, he's about to make some morning stars out of his fucking hands.
You either pick that up or you're like, what is he thinking? And then you see him do it, and you're
like a monkey.
Whoa!
Like a gorilla, like just coating his hands. That was cool.
Well, it's interesting.
And that's the thing too. The fight setups were fun.
Yeah.
Even his
we should have looked up who did the stunt choreography for this. Yeah.
His even his fight with Simon, because then that's when Simon really at the end there when he really just like, screw this, like we're done. I'm like, what does he say? He goes, this has been a lot of fun, but we really need to wrap this shit up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's like, I'm having a blast, like really pushing me my limits, but I'm really ready to wrap this up. Yeah. I kind of think also with that correlation between Crank and this is I feel like Crank is what this like one person army movie is cranked to 10, like turn it up to 11.
Yeah.
This kind of feels more like a deconstructed idea of the one person army, and on top, like instead of it like turned up to 11, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's deconstructing the tropes and things that like Crank would use and whatnot, and playing with them, turning them on their head in a way here and there, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes this feel more lighthearted in that sense. There's more intentional humor placed into it as opposed to just kind of like shock humor that Crank would have. Really struggling to find the stunt?
That's fine. That's fair. I mean,
did you not find the stunt?
no, I'm trying to do. Well, yeah, because like Crank is like, that's doing shit for shock value.
Yeah, it's cranked up to 11. Yeah.
So he's Bulgarian. Rodoslav Parvanov.
Is this the fight coordinator?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else has he worked on?
Fight coordinator for the internship. Looking for something that
was this kind of a dead hole to fall into?
Yeah. Oh, he did one episode of The Witcher.
Okay.
I was hoping there'd be more because their fight choreography is really cool.
Yeah.
In that show.
I don't see it.
He's a lot of stunt performing.
That's fair. Okay.
And like fight team more than anything else. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I hate to say it. It just did the thing better than last week.
Yeah. I mean, last week just felt more like focusing on the fighting stuff, and this felt like it was focusing on the characters and the fighting stuff. Because even like all of our side villains are a little bit more obviously the Raven last week was the coolest damn thing in the world. But they're like these like military prepper dudes, you know.
That felt kind of stupid to me.
That was just fun.
Yeah, but I don't know. The way it was introduced, I like the fact that they just like, my brother's missing. Yeah, I'm gonna go find him. He's a prepper booby trap guy. Like, he'll be fine. Cut to now we're in the house. Now we're home aloneing it. I was like, okay, well, they did give us the information we needed for this set piece to happen.
Well, and we also have set up that they did. I'm guessing they never really said it. Do you think Sherry served in the army with them? Because they were all ex-military as well.
I don't know.
Or am I right on that? They were.
I think the brothers were.
The brothers served. Maybe that Simon or Sherry maybe not be involved with that. It felt that way with just like how tactical they all were.
But yeah, but Sherry and Simon, are they actually related, or is it like a foster?
They're part of the orphanage.
It's like
together.
a foster.
I think
parent.
all of them were from the orphanage together.
So they're not biologically siblings.
Yeah.
They're like foster siblings.
All of them. Yeah. I mean, except for I think the other two. I think the other two were actual like blood brothers.
Yeah, those two were brothers. Yeah. Yeah, like the torture scene.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Yep. Do you have any other thoughts to add on to it though?
That's kind of all. I really liked it. But I mean, it hit this like kind of nostalgia thing for me too, because I remember seeing Crank for the first time and was blown. I was pretty young.
Yeah.
At that point. When did Crank come out?
2002?
Really? No way. Really?
Maybe 2005?
2006. Okay. So yeah, 2006. That makes sense. And I just remember being blown away by that movie, especially at that age. Had never seen anything like that. You know?
Yeah.
That was just that was crazy.
I mean, that was when Jason Statham was taken
off.
Oh,
yeah. And I was really into Statham there for a while until he got a little oversaturated and just in everything. But like Transporter, I was so into the Transporter, and then they made like 8 million of those, and I was like, they need to knock it off.
Yeah.
So that's what I really enjoyed, was just this live action Looney Tune thing, and that's why my brain also went to making it with Gonzo.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
I just like that idea, the Michael Caine Tim Curry thing.
Yeah.
Michael Caine treated them as actors. Michael Caine himself, Tim Curry is a Muppet, so.
I think the biggest thing that it's like we have our like final like character arc growth between Sherry and Nate. She's actually in she's serving her sentence, but she's ready to move forward with that, like the ramifications that you were talking about.
Yeah, I like that the next scene was, it wasn't miraculously she had gotten
release,
like scot-free,
Yeah.
like nothing happened. It's like, no, they've been doing a long distance relationship with her in prison.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
And it was cute, and it was
And
sweet.
then you get our final shot of him taking a bite of the pie that he was so reluctant to do with her. Although I do still say that the best ending shot would have been a little bit of blood
That
trickling
would have
down,
been.
like he accidentally bit his tongue.
Yeah. The thing he was so worried about did in
But
fact
that
happen.
also, it's like that would have been funny, but then that also kind of weird. I guess no, because he now would feel safe enough to do it, even though it's
even though he might get hurt doing
Yeah.
it. He's now forevermore gonna take chances that he
Yes.
wouldn't take before.
Exactly.
You know,
Because
like, woo.
and we have
Bro.
Leo who, it's like, no, does Leo say it? No, I think maybe Jack Quaid says it to the cop. He's like, have you ever met anybody that has changed your life?
Yeah, when they're
Right.
chasing his call.
Yeah.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah. Also, I don't know what it was, but when that cop, Mindy sent shows the card from her daughter.
I thought it was weird.
I kind of choked up a little
Oh,
bit.
you did? I
Yeah.
thought it was so weird.
I was like, oh, it's like it was this weird, because he saved her life. Like, you saved my mom's life. Here's like, I want to make you a good get well card. And it was like, oh, that's so sweet. Oh my god, this child that we never saw at all.
I just thought of the fire hydrant thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew it was coming.
We all knew something was coming. Didn't know that specifically was coming.
did know the second the arm broke.
Oh no, yeah, that we both predicted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
pretty
like,
hard.
well, I know how Simon's gonna die.
Yeah. Fatality. What do you want to give it?
3.
I'm down for that.
Cool. Yeah, I just think it's a solid action comedy. It's fun.
And there's no extreme depth to it. Well, like I said, it takes this like one person army idea, deconstructs a lot of the ideas, and reapplies it back onto it for humor and a fun joyride.
Yeah, that's just really what it is.
Very gory.
Very gory.
I'm so desensitized to it, man. Like, I get a little. It's like I'm not getting squeamish because like the blood or anything, but it's more of like when you see someone get like stabbed in the armpit with the butt of a broken baseball bat. I feel that.
Are you talking about the Nazi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that happen in my body. I'm like, oh, like I feel it.
So that's what I like about this movie. Just like that, that's another good point. The same thing kind of with Simon is like that Nazi guy. He's pretty much KO'd at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like unless he were to get to the hospital like immediately, that this is now he's fighting against the clock, and it just turns into now I'm going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about getting help. Like I am now, and I just liked that the bad guys were all like, again, that was a big ass dude too.
Yeah, it was.
How do you feel about Jude Law to Al Pacino?
Jude Law to Al Pacino.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sure, why not? We don't know what we're doing next week.
We do not.
We need to figure that out. I think I had an idea for something.
I had the idea for the Austin Butler thing, but that's gonna be just another one of these. So if you want to move on from this,
well, I mean, let's talk about it. We might that might be just an easy one.
okay. Well, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. That's where we put all of our promos. On those promos, our link tree will take you to everywhere we put our show. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, so on and so forth. If you liked it, please leave a comment, leave us a rating, share with a friend. We are a self-produced podcast, so we're just getting around by word of mouth. This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
Tommy
Tommy and
and
Jacob's
Jacob's
mixtape. You just lost so much energy.
I got so tired.